Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the old Jalapeno Children Fun stream. Tonight we're going to continue where we left off yesterday evening in our friendly multi-stage sealed league, and we'll take a look at our deck from yesterday. So this is what we came up with. We're predominantly green this time. We've got the best green 2-drop, so the Druid of the Cowl and the Dryad Green Seeker, and a couple Highland games. We also have Rabid Bite for removal and a Titanic Growth to win some combat and also finish people off. We've got a Runic Armasaur as one of our rares, and we also have 3 Vigilant Bailiff. Also worth noting is the Hungering Hydra and the Meteor Golem and the Gaspark Twins. Not in our deck. We have a Naturalize and a Plummet that we can bring in out of the sideboard, and we also have a Palladium-Moors, which we ended up not playing because it's just this deck is much more efficient. And we're splashing blue for our Horizon Scholar, 2 Snapping Drakes so we can have some flyers, Aven Windmage for a similar reason, Dwindle so we have a little bit of removal, Disperse so we can just bounce stuff, and Mystic Archaeologist, which has actually surprised really well for us. It more often than not, it draws a removal spell because people just don't want you drawing 2 cards. Basically, you have a divination on a stick, and it doesn't cost you a card. It's just sits there on the battlefield and you divination. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and hit the play button here. No, we're not gonna add a booster. And before I started this stream, we got the notification that Magic Online is going to be going down for scheduled server maintenance, but that's going to be in about 4.5 hours. So I don't think there's any possibility that we get interrupted in one of our matches this evening. If it gets close, we'll just call it a night before the servers go down for maintenance, because we definitely do not want to be stuck in a match when that happens. No telling what's going to go on. Oh, I should also mention, stage 1 we went 3-0, so we're currently undefeated with this deck. And our sealed deck before this, we finished out 6-0, so combined we're at a 9-0, which is a pretty impressive record, even if it is over 2 different sealed leagues. We've gotten a little bit lucky a couple times, but you can't go 9-0 without a little bit of luck. Magic is a game of variance after all. Other cards we can bring in from the sideboard, we have more Thornhide Wolves. We have Recollect. I'm feeling okay. I'm doing better today. I got a new chair. I'm not sure if you can see it. Here it is. So now I'll be able to play in much more comfortable conditions than I was before. And I actually have something to put my back on that's not just the wall. And yeah, today I've actually felt a little bit better. I think tomorrow when I have to go back to work, I'll be not at 100%, but at enough percent to not be a nuisance. Yeah, thanks for checking in on me, Pete. I appreciate that. Other cards we can bring in from the sideboard are we have Omen Speaker. So if they have a lot of aggressive low-cost creatures, you can bring in the Omen Speaker as just a 1/3, and it also scries 2 when it comes in, so we can use it to fix our draws a little bit. Looks like we found an opponent, and yes, we would like to play first. This hand's pretty good. We have a removal spell and a large creature and something to do early, so we'll keep. We're going to lead out a forest. Our opponent's also playing green, which I think is a good choice in this format. I think green is definitely one of the stronger colors. I think white has a lot of really high-powered creatures and spells. I mean, white has a Johnny and all the angels. Opponent hasn't played a spell yet. Still hasn't played a spell, which means he's got, you know, 7 expensive spells in his hand. I think what we want to do here is just play out our Hungering Hydra for 3. Or as a 3/3 rather. It's going to cost us 4, but it'll come in as a 3/3. Alright, our opponent's in 3 colors. There it is, the Vine Mare. Here we attack with the Hydra. If he wants to trade his Vine Mare for the Hydra, we're perfectly fine with that. Oh my gosh. We're even going to Titanic Growth this. Look at that. He's going to get 5 +1/+1 counters. Alright, so now we have an 8/8 Hydra. And we're off to a pretty good start. And our opponent concedes, just like that. Cast 1 spell and concedes. Come on, opponent. Let's play some magic. Not as good as the one yesterday where we naturalized the guy's Dragon's Horde and he immediately, you know, left the entire client. I wonder why he blocked there. Like, did he have a second one in hand or something? That's a very interesting play. I'm curious to know what else he had in his hand for him to make that block. Here, since we're on the draw, I think we definitely keep this. We have Druid of the Cowl on turn 2. We have a Gift of Paradise, and then Bailiff. So we're definitely going to keep this. Our opponent didn't seem to be on a very aggressive deck. Oh, we're actually not on the play. We're not on the draw, we're on the play. He made us play first. Which is interesting. I think with this deck we want to be on the play. So the rule of thumb I've always heard about whether you should be on the play or the draw is whatever your opponent wants to be, you also want to be. So we won the coin toss game 1, and we selected to be on the play and beat him. So game 2, what he should do is say that he wants to be on the play. Since obviously we had the option, we chose to be on the play, that's what we want to do. So that means it would be in his best interest to let us not do that. So he should have chosen to be on the play. And that's just what I've always heard. That might not necessarily be the correct, correct thing to do, but here I think we're not going to play a creature because it's possible that he's holding up an Essence Scatter. We're just going to play out our Gift of Paradise. We'll enchant one of our forests. That's the rationale I've always heard. I think I read it from like Paulo Vitor Dama-de-Rosa said that, and he's a much better player than I am, so I don't see a reason why I should doubt what he says. This is an easy turn for us. Play out our 5/5. Pass. Our opponent finds his 4th land. Hieromancer's Cage. Okay. Targeting our Bailiff. Sure. He gets him for 1 with the Sky Scanner. So, if this goes to a game 3, we're going to bring in Naturalize now that we've seen the Hieromancer's Cage. attack him here, and then we're going to play our Snapping Drake in the second main phase. Alright, Thornhide Wolves. Horizon Scholar. It's one more mana than we have. I think we're going to dwindle that. Why did it make us pay 4 mana for that? That's weird. Anyway, we're going to be attacking here. Alright, he's just taking 3 down to 20, down to 15. Our opponent's hitting all his land drops. Dreadmaw. Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can play out our Scholar here. And Scry 2. We're definitely going to put Meteor Golem on the top. Yeah, we're going to put Meteor Golem on the top. If we draw one more land, we can just blow up the Hieromancer's Cage. We're fine getting hit for 6 here. We also have Disperse in hand, so if we ever need to, we can just like send the Colossal Dreadmaw back to his hand if he has like a pump spell or something that he tries to hit us with next turn. We're not going to block or anything here. We'll see what our opponent plays. It's like he's having some decisions to make. Divination. So he's drawing some cards. Druid of the Cowl. And we knew we were going to be drawing that. Alright, so he prevents 4 damage to himself. And we're going to play out the Highland game. And pass the turn. Leaving up Disperse in case he tries to do anything tricky. What we could also do... That's fine. What we could also do is, at the end of his turn, disperse the Hieromancer's Cage. And get our Bailiff back. I think we want to block here. Because our Highland game is never attacking into that Druid of the Cowl anyway. Horizon Scholar. Okay. And I think at the end of his turn, we're going to bounce the Hieromancer's Cage so we get our 5/5 back. We need a land here. It's not a land, but it's still pretty good. We've got 6 mana. think what we want to do is Rapid Bite, killing the Horizon Scholar. And attack him. He'll probably throw his Druid of the Cowl in front of our Baloth. Yep. That's fine. So if he wants to live this turn, he has to basically has to Hieromancer's Cage, which will be 4 mana, so that'll be half of his turn. If he wants to put our Baloth in the cage again, he's going to Divination and then probably put the Baloth in the cage. I would think would be the play here. Yep. No, he's putting that in the cage. Interesting. Well, now he can't attack. If we just draw a land, then we win, and we do. The only thing he could have here is Essence Scatter, which it looks like he doesn't. We just destroy the Dreadmaw. And hit him down to 1. Not sure what he could have that beats us here. Even if he had something like Resplendent Angel, or even the Cleansing Nova, we'd just play Thornhide Wolves the next turn. So we'd have to have something pretty substantial here. Chaos Wand. Not sure what he can find in our deck. We don't have that many instants or sorceries. Finds a Titanic Growth. Great. Yeah. Good games. Ooh, it's good we won there. We weren't going to draw anything for a while. Alright. So our opponent tried the last ditch effort of the Chaos Wand there, and all he got was a pump spell. Let's see, what could he have actually gotten? We had already played the Disperse. He could have gotten... yeah, only thing he could have gotten was the Titanic Growth. We had already played the Rapid Bite. We used it to kill his Horizon Scholar. We already played the Disperse. We used it to bounce his Hieromancer's Cage for a turn. We already played the Dwindle. That's what we used to kill his Thornhide Wolves. And, yeah, last-ditch effort. I'm not sure what he was hoping to find there. But he didn't find it. Maybe Sleep. If he had found a Sleep there, it would have been pretty annoying for us. But nothing that we couldn't overcome. I mean, we knew he wasn't going to find Sleep because we don't have Sleep in our deck. I'm just thinking what was he... What were his motives? What was he hoping to find, maybe, with the Chaos Wand? And Sleep is one option. So that was a pretty easy first match of the evening. Hopefully we have similar luck in the next 5 matches. Taking a little while to find an opponent here, huh? Just gonna cancel and we will we'll rejoin the queue. Anyway, cards in our sideboard. We have one Fountain of Renewal that we haven't gotten to bring in yet. I can't see what we would bring that in against. Like maybe if we go up against one of those like super red-white aggro decks with like the Pyromancers and everything. Maybe in that case we'll bring in the Fountain of Renewal. But anything short of that, I don't think the card is does enough. We have some good blue sideboard cards. Uncomfortable Chill if we go up against like a go wide deck. Another Dwindle for decks that play really big creatures, so mainly green decks. Divination if we play against a slower deck, a more grindy deck that we just want cards against. And Metamorphic Alteration, which I guess will be good also against really big creature decks, but I can't see us bringing in the Metamorphic Alteration because our creatures are generally going to be a lot bigger than theirs. I just finished another bottle of orange juice. Might be why I'm getting better so quickly. That's two full cartons of orange juice in 2 days. I'm gonna become an orange before too long, which is good because oranges don't get the colds. I don't think anyway. I've never heard of an orange getting a cold. Alright, somebody play Magic with us, please. They might be having problems pairing us up with somebody because of our record. So the way these leagues work is they try and pair people with similar records. So if we were, like, let's say we were 2-2, it would try and pair us with somebody who's 2-2. And that would be a lot easier to find than somebody who's 4-0, which is what our record is right now. But apparently it looks like we found somebody finally. Excuse me. Now they just have to join, and we'll play some Magic. We won the die roll again, and yes, we would still like to play first. This is a 1-lander, so we're going to be mulliganing this. This looks fine. Gift of Paradise is a good way to bounce back from starting off down a card. Our opponent kept 7. Snapping Drake is fine. We don't mind drawing that. We'll lead off with the Forest. So our plan here is probably do nothing for the first 3 turns. Oh man, Neonate. Our opponent's off to kind of a strong start, but alright, so he looks to be in red and black, which is a very popular color combination in this format. You might be playing one of those like sacrifice decks that play Active Treason, where they just like take your cards and sacrifice them to Brawl Bash ogres. And yep, he pings us for 1, sure. Most often when you see black, you're going to see it paired up with white, and the white decks, the black-white decks are about life gain. Yeah, here's the Bogger Brute, so alright. And here we're just going to send out our Bailiff. If he wants to hit us for 3 with the Bogart Brute, he's more than welcome. Because we'll just hit him back for 5, and he's not going to win that race, even with the Vampire Neonate. He can't outrace us hitting him for 5 every turn with the Bailiff. He's attacking here, so that makes me think he's going to play a creature after combat of some sort. And I can't block, of course, because it has Menace, and I only have 1 creature. So the question here becomes, do we want to be efficient with our mana and play the Drake and the Highland game, or just play one creature that's not going to get shocked or electrified? And I think the answer is we want to, we actually just want to play the one creature and hold up more cards in our hand. Hey Caleb, what's up? Thank you for joining me this evening. We're already one match in tonight, and we won match number 1. So continuing from last night, we're at 4-0 right now. Inferno Hellion, that's a guy. That's a definite guy. I think we're just going to attack with the Thornhide Wolves here. And if he wants to block with the Inferno Hellion, he can. He also didn't play a land that turn. Yeah, dude, it is a... That's the whole reason I'm playing it, because it's a foil. He does want to block with the Inferno. So we'll just play out our Drake and our Highland game. And you guys know the Snapping Drake's theme song, right? I'm sure you can guess what it is. Kiki, do you love me? That's what song plays when our Snapping Drake comes out. We'll see what our opponent has here. Banefire, our Snapping Drake. Okay. That is... It's even a foil Banefire. Why didn't he kill our foil Highland game? Doesn't he know that only a foil can kill a foil? That's a great draw. Green Seeker. We'll get the Green Seeker out there. He's going to seek some green for us. And we'll play out our second Highland game. That way we can double block the Boggart Brute. Although I don't think he's going to attack with the Boggart Brute anytime soon, because we do have the Bailiff back on defense. It is vigilant. As its name would imply, it is vigilant. Spark Tongue Dragon. Okay. This could be good for us. I think we want to attack with all these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If he doesn't block any of them, then we just win here. And we'll just kill the dragon. Kill the dragon, kill the dragon. Alright. Not sure what he could have here, because he's facing lethal in multiple ways. That's pretty good. It's a good draw in this scenario. He can also drain us for 1 with the Neonate. So it's, we haven't won yet. If he didn't block with anything last turn, we would have won then, but he did. He blocked a couple things. Macabre Waltz. So he's getting back the Inferno Hellion and the Spark Tongue. So he's getting back a lot of big creatures. Not attacking. At the end of his turn, we're going to do this. And we see a Runic Armasaur on top. It's pretty solid. So if we attack like this, he blocks here, he takes 5 and gets a 2/2. Are we okay with that? Or he double blocks this and no, he wouldn't do that. I think this is fine. We're fine with giving up one of our Highland Drakes. Or not our Highland Drakes. Our Highland Games. We don't have Highland Drakes. Alright, so he's going to go to 5 actually, and sacrifices Neonate. We're fine with that. He gets a 2/2, and we go back up to 20. And he can play either the Spark Tongue or the Inferno Hellion this turn, but not both. Demanding Dragon. We'll just take 5. It's funny how they templated that. Sacrifice a creature, and then the button said no. As in, like, I refuse to sacrifice a creature. Disperse. That's pretty good. It's just about lethal, isn't it? If we disperse here, he blocks and blocks and takes 4. Huh. And then he'll have to either play the dragon or the other dragon next turn, and we can just take... Yeah. I think that does it. I mean, it's not good to disperse his dragon because it has a really strong enter the battlefield ability. But I think we just have to do it there. And we're even going to get in with the Green Seeker, because if he it makes it so he can't double block the Bailiff. Otherwise he could, he's just going to die. Okay. We were drawing straight gas anyway. Okay. So we managed to overcome our mulligan that game. And I don't think we're going to change anything. Oh, no, wait. We do want to bring in the Plummet. We saw a couple flyers that game. So we do want to bring in the Plummet. And maybe the other Dwindle. He did have a lot of large creatures. And I think we take out one of the Highland Games. They don't stack up well against his dragons. And I think we also want to take out maybe just like the Thornhide Wolves. So it's our weakest 5-drop. And we'll try it like this. Hopefully we don't get stuck with a bunch of Dwindles in our hand, which is what I'm afraid might happen, but I don't think it's very likely. He has a lot of good Dwindle targets in his deck. Yeah, the Highland game just doesn't match up very well against Doom Dissenter. And, alright, so he puts us on the play again. That's fine. This is fine. We're going to keep this. We have Aven Windmage on 3 and Disperse if he plays anything nasty. And we only need 1 forest to cast each of our other spells. And our deck is, you know, 1/3 of it is forests at this point. And there's a forest. So we'll leave up Plummet and Disperse. I'm not sure what 2-mana flyer he could have. The Spirit guy, I think, is a flyer at 2 mana. Neonate, that's fine. So he must have... No, because he played his tap land turn 1. His mana is just not working out particularly well for him. So there's a reason why we would want double green. The Vigilant Bailiff. like I said, our deck is still about 1/3 forest. We have 11 forests in our deck. Well, 10 now. And we also have Druid of the Cowls and Green Speakers to find us extra lands. And a Gift of Paradise. So it's not like we're not going to be able to hit a second red before or second green before we need one. Just like that, there's the forest. We're going to get in for 2 here. Then in our second main phase, we're going to play our Hungering Hydra for 3. Just to keep the pressure on him. He seems to not be doing much over there, so we want to apply as much pressure as possible. And at the end of our turn, he's going to drain us. So we've got a lot of damage on board already. Already it's looking like he's not going to be able to outrace us. He is gaining 1 life a turn. So it's essentially like we're hitting him for 4 instead of 5. And I don't know what he's thinking about here. He might be typing something rude in the chat. Spit Flame. 4 damage to target creature. That's pretty good. And when he plays dragons, he can pay 1 red and get it back from his graveyard. That's pretty strong. Why he... Oh, I see. I see why he did that. Well, he's not going to like it when we play this Bailiff. So he removed both of our creatures. And in response, we just play a 5/5 with Vigilance. We'll have to remember that he played the Luminous Bonds. That way we can bring in a Naturalize in the next game if there is one. Armasaur. Armasaur lines up very well against the Neonate. So I think we're going to play out the Armasaur. If he's smart with this on the stack, he's going to use the Neonate ability. And apparently he's not smart. He wants us to draw a card from this. He's just not using the Neonate ability. Yeah, dude, I know. It sounds like... It absolutely sounds like I'm saying Bailiff. Or Bailiff. I'm gonna start pronouncing it Bailoth from now on. Here I'm considering dispersing the Luminous Bonds, but I don't think that's a winning play. And I don't think dispersing the Inferno Hellion is good either, because he can just block the Armasaur with the Neonate and we'll only get in for 5. That'll put him to 8 though, and we do have a flyer next turn. And he can only play 1 spell. I think we are actually gonna we're just gonna play the tempo game. Yeah, we're just gonna play the tempo game. So he has to play a creature next turn. Bailiff, take this opponent away. And then we're just going to start getting in for damage in the air. So he's essentially on a 3-turn clock. And we'll just hold up Plummet. If he plays like a dragon, we'll just plummet it. Like if he plays Spark Tongue Dragon here, or even Demanding Dragon, we'll just take 5 and then play Plummet. Looks like he is playing Spark Tongue. which is great, and he's not going to be able to get the Spit Flame back because he doesn't have enough mana, which is awesome. Not attacking with the Inferno Hellion, and he's going to be very upset when we plummet this. Alright, we just got to get in for more in the air. And I don't want to attack with these two because he could just block here and block here, and all of our stuff would be tapped if he has something with haste. And this is just a really safe attack. He hasn't shown so far that he has a way to remove this, so there's no point in trying to win on that turn when we can just wait and kill him with the Drake next turn. Yeah, and we win the match. Good games, opponent. And we were drawing Green Speaker and then not much else. Meteor Golem eventually. Alright, so we are 5-0 in this league. And forgot to mention, we now have 4 undefeated trophies. Alright, and we will enter round 6 here. And hope to win again. If we just win one more match, it doesn't even have to be this match, we already make our entry fee back. Because if we look at the prizes, we're 5-0 right now. If we win 6 games, we get 200 play points, and we've already gotten 40 play points from going undefeated in round 1. And we're promised at least 30 play points from this, even if we lose this match. So it looks like we're going to be making our entry fee back. If we win 7, 8, or 9, we get some amount of core set boosters, which are great. I'll definitely open those on stream for you guys, since those will be the first ones that we've won since we started streaming. I'm trying out a new microphone placement since I got the new chair. Can you let me know in chat if I'm like quieter or louder than I normally am? I would appreciate it as we look for another opponent in stage 2. A little bit louder? Okay. I was just worried that it was going to be like quite a bit softer since I had to like completely reposition it. But if it's a little bit louder or pretty much the same, that's fine. Our opponent chooses to play first. Okay, so that means we're on the draw. That was a strange sound. It sounded like somebody just like drove down the highway and rammed into a bunch of cars. Their tires squealed and everything. That's why my dog is...
Dog.
What?
That was a dog.
No, it wasn't. It was a car. I heard its tires screech and it hit a bunch of stuff. That was way too loud to be a dog. It sounded like he just like ran into a bunch of stuff with his tires squealing. That was insane.
It sounded like a dog yelping and then barking.
It was definitely a car. I heard it crash into stuff and its tires squealed multiple times. Alright, our opponent's going to gain some life off of this, No, dude, there was a definite payoff to this one. When the tire screeched, there was a definite crash. Alright, so we're definitely going to bring in Naturalize, because he shows us the Dragon's Horde. What can we do? We can play this for 2, I guess? And then next turn play the Snapping Drake? Do we really just want to play this for 2? I think with Hungering Hydra, excuse me, where you want to play it is at least for, like, as a 3-3. Maybe even a 4-4 most times. Because the 2-2 just doesn't really do much in this format. And we're okay with him gaining 4 more life. Not that we really have a choice in the matter, but... And we'll see what he plays here. He might have a dragon to play. And he does. So he's going to get a counter on the Dragon's Horde. That's pretty good. Our opponent's definitely off to a strong start. And here we're just going to play the Snapping Drake. And pass. If he doesn't have a removal spell for this and attacks, we just block with the Snapping Drake. We'll see what he has though. Plague Mare, that's fine. Yep, so we'll just take 5 here. Pyromancer. Wow. Our opponent's really doing a lot. Here I think we just want to play the Bailiff because it blocks everything on the ground, and our Snapping Drake can block the dragon. He does have 1 card essentially in the Dragon's Horde. He'll probably use that at the end of our turn to get that card. Yes, he does. Then my car lunged forward. Yeah, let me move the chat out of there. Is it this one? It is this one. I'm just gonna move that all the way out of the way for now until my editor can get over here and correct it. Or at least show me how to correct it. So the fact that he's attacking here with everything makes me think that he has something big later on. We're just going to block like this, so we'll take 4. No, he's just trying to... he probably has a Banefire. No, Bog Stomper. Wow. Not even a Banefire. So here we're going to Rabid Bite. Kill the Bog Stomper. And then play out our Hungering Hydra for 3. So now he's got 2 cards but no good attacks. And we can start being a little bit aggressive. And we have Meteor Golem if we draw another land. Sky March Bloodletter. Okay. So we'll definitely be playing our Horizon Scholar next turn. Havoc Devils. Okay. Very interesting. I think actually what we want to do is play out the Meteor Golem and kill his Skymarch Bloodletter, because then he has no good attacks. And then next turn we can play out the Horizon Scholar. And here we just want to attack with the Baloth. If he wants to throw two things in front of it, he can. Decides not to. So we're at a pretty precarious life total here. And he doesn't attack. That's good for us. Go to combat here. We're just going to attack with the Baloth. No blocks from our opponent. So we're going to play out the Horizon Scholar. No, I haven't raised it any. Mystic Archaeologist is really good here. So is another Bailiff. So we're going to put that on top, and then we're going to draw that next turn. And then we're going to pass. So as long as he doesn't draw like Banefire, I think we are in good shape. Thud. What did he sacrifice? Oh man, that kills us, doesn't it? Wow. It sure does. Okay, so he just, no, I haven't touched the bitrate any. I'll check what it is right now. It's still at 1,000. I haven't raised it any. So we know he's playing dragon, so we definitely want to plummet, and we want to naturalize for the dragon sword. I can't believe he drew a thud there. That was like the only card that would get him out of that situation. He could have drawn that, and he could have drawn Banefire to win that game. It's a little depressing. So we're gonna take out a Highland game, and we'll take out a Thornhide Wolves, and we'll submit. Yes, I would like to play first. And we have Green Seeker. That's great. We're going to keep this. Okay, I'll raise it to 6,000 after the stream tonight. We'll see how it looks tomorrow. I can't believe he drew a thud there. That's pretty tilting. We're gonna put a stop on our upkeep. Oop. There we go. We're gonna put a stop on our upkeep, and we're going to Green Seeker during our upkeep to see if we're gonna draw a land, because we really need one. And we're not gonna draw a land. So that is unfortunate. Now we can remove this stop at our upkeep. So if that had been a land, we would essentially draw the land and then draw another card. And we don't need our blocker for anything, so there's no reason to not do it during our upkeep. And again, not a land. This is a... He's cheating. He might be cheating. He just might be. We'll do this again. Also not a land. Great. So we're going to have to go to discard here, and we will discard the Meteor Golem because it's just too expensive. Siegebreaker Giant. Okay, so he's really putting on the pressure here. All this would be different, of course, if he didn't draw the Thud last game. Okay, so there's our forest. So now we can play out the Gift of Paradise. And now our mana troubles have mostly subsided. But we are going to be taking 10 here. Chester Cheeto, man. This is the second night in a row someone's referenced Chester Cheeto. I'm thinking Chester Cheeto's a bigger celebrity than me. Alright, so this is going poorly for us. I think we're just too far behind at this point. I mean, there is still a chance, kind of. We do have 3 Vigilant Bailiffs, but he's going to be hitting us for... He can just make this guy not be able to block. Yeah, and then he... One of these is going to get through, and the Bloodletter is going to get through. So we're just dead here. Unlucky. But we did get 30 play points. That's sad. I wish he didn't have the Thud there. If he didn't have the Thud, that means we would have been able to... The game 2 would have been completely different. We should have won game 1, but he drew the Thud. I'm going to try and figure out the chat box here. So he says, resize it by dragging the edges and holding shift. Alright, so we'll try that. We'll see if that interferes with the game any. It shouldn't all the way over there, but we'll see. His face is on every bag. Is he still the official mascot of Cheetos? They still have Chester Cheeto? I remember when I was a kid, he had commercials on all the time. Okay, so entering stage 3 here. We just have to win at least one game, and we get our entry fee back. So that's always nice. Maybe it's time to pass the gauntlet on to one of his children. Surely Chester Cheeto has kids. Kids that are heirs to the Cheeto franchise. Yeah, that was definitely an unfortunate game, especially game 1. If he didn't draw that Thud, I feel like we go on to win that game, and then game 2 goes completely different, because he probably would have opted to be on the draw, or on the play, I mean. But sometimes your opponent just draws what they need. No Cubs. Well, at least if he did choose to focus on his career, it was a lucrative career. So he's got that going for him. It's taken us a while to find an opponent tonight. Maybe people aren't playing because of the maintenance that's supposed to be going on. Yeah, there we go. There, it works again. You just jump out of the queue and then jump back in, and suddenly you have an opponent lined up. We won again. Yes, we would like to play first. Do we keep the 2-lander after what happened last game? I think we do. I think our decision was correct last game, but it was a correct decision, but just a bad result. You can't be too results focused, because again, this is a game of variance, so it's entirely possible that we hit 3 lands in a row and get to play that second game. Just like it's entirely possible that he doesn't draw the thud there, and we go on to win game 1. He also has a green speaker. Very nice. Ooh, and we get a 3rd land there. That's good for us. We'll play out our Highland game and pass the turn. And we'll see what his 3-drop is. If it's like a Centaur Courser, it completely outshines our turn 3 play. But it looks like he just has Druid of the Cowl. So he's developing his mana. It also looks like he's playing 3 colors, which is questionable in this format. Top card is a Forest. Great. Alright, and unfortunately we don't have a turn 4 play. If this had been a Druid of the Cowl, we could have played out of Baloth this turn. So we'll just have to pass. And our opponent does not find a land. Oh, he's searching for a land again. Interesting that he did that during his main phase and not his upkeep. Because if it was during his upkeep, he would have another card in his hand right now. I remember this commercial.
Okay.
Yeah, he closes the door. And then they keep going. I remember that one. That one's an absolute classic. I'm not going to be dealing much damage this game, I don't think. Look at what our opponent has. He's just got this huge monster of a thing. I think we play out our Rocks Oracle. Knight at the Rocks Oracle. Look, we draw another Highland game. Yeah, this thing's a real problem. This 4/3. We need like a rabid bite or something to get rid of it. Because he's playing 4 colors. Okay. Okay. I think we just discard our Highland game. What a ridiculous draw. Who builds this deck? Yeah, I'm going to play Goreclaw on turn 4, and then turn 5 I'm going to play my Psychic Symbiont, which is in 2 completely opposite colors. I think that's a winning play. I can't believe, for one, I can't believe this guy built this deck. For 2, I can't believe it's actually working. Really? He's blocking there? Okay. You should do your Steve Harvey impression for James. He's a big fan. He loves Steve Harvey. Alright, what ridiculous creature does he have this time? That's not a creature, that's a Tezzeret. With no picture, apparently. Oh, there it goes. Well, this is not going well for us. Our opponent is really in 4 colors and has all 4 of them and is playing spells, good spells, in all 4 colors. Okay. I guess we're attacking Tezzeret. Bingo, quiet. Hush. He's just blocking with his 1/1. Okay. This guy's deck is very annoying. I'm surprised he has all of his colors. And watch, he's playing red as well for Banefire. This Tezzeret is just gonna, like, we're just gonna lose to this. Yeah, we've pretty much already lost. He got a 1/1 off of it and drew a card. And we don't have a good way to kill it this turn reliably. So I think we have pretty much lost to Tezzeret this game. Interesting that he played Skyscanner after drawing a card with Tezzeret. And now he has the Dreadmaw. Very interesting. Oh, crap. We just play this. And then I forgot to green speaker at the end of his turn. That's what I was upset about. We just dwindle the Colossal Dreadmaw, I guess. And we just send both of our guys at Tezzeret. And we'll see how he decides to block. Sure. Yeah, we're never gonna get any damage through to Tezzeret. Yep. Our creatures don't have any evasion, so he's just gonna be able to play out these little 1/1 Thopters each turn and just like grind us to dust, essentially. Luckily, our opponent keeps getting lands. Our opponent has to get aggressive at some point, or else he's just gonna, like, deck himself. He's already down to 18 cards. If he keeps drawing cards with Tezzeret and cards off the green speaker, he's not gonna have a way to actually kill us. We dwindled the Dreadmaw, which was his best shot. And next turn we have the Horizon Scholar, which can actually get in onto the Tezzeret. And at least make it so Tezzeret has to make Thopters each turn. He just decides to draw a card again. This guy's playing very interestingly. We'll see what he has to have something. He's got so many cards in hand. There's no way that he doesn't have something good. Exclusion Mage. Okay. Thornhide Wolves. Okay. Reclamation Sage. To kill our Gift of Paradise, huh? Oh no. Destroy our Dwindle. Sure. Wow, and then he didn't attack with that anyway. Titanic Growth, that's pretty good. I think here we still just want to play out our Scholar. And get some flying damage going. I think we want the island on top. So if he attacks for everything, we just like block the Thornhide Wolves. And trade with the Goreclaw, maybe? Maybe we just take the damage from the Thornhide Wolves? No. Wasn't there some sort of multiplayer update for No Man's Sky? I didn't even plug it into the PS3, and I've owned it for like a long time. I haven't even played it once. I just bought it because I had to get like, it was like buy two get one free at GameStop, and I either bought it for free or it was one of the games that I bought so that I could get a free game. So our opponent has a win condition out now. Island. So we can attack with our Bailiff. And no matter what he decides to block with, we can Titanic Growth the Bailiff. Well, never mind. Even with a Titanic Growth, it won't kill both of them. But I think we want to kill the Gasbark Twins first. Alright, and then we'll play out our other Baloth. I didn't even see you put a reassembling skeleton in the graveyard. Oh yeah, I did. He chump blocked our thing earlier. I think now we're pretty much just waiting for our opponent to deck himself. Licks Caress, okay. So he can get in for quite a bit of damage here. But next turn we're just going to play our Gasbark Twins. Wow, attacking with everything. Okay. I'm not going to do any math on this. If we die, then we're just dead. Okay, so we're at 4. That's fine. This game was kind of absurd. Yeah, we're just gonna concede here. And that is how Planeswalkers can take over the game. Just like that, very easily. I think we want another Dwindle and probably an Uncomfortable Chill. And I think for that we're going to take out a Highland Game and another Thornhide Wolves. And we'll submit. We're taking out the Uncomfortable Chill because it seems like he wants to go wide, and also because he's got a lot of big creatures. So if we bring in the Uncomfortable Chill, it will help us win combat against those bigger creatures. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Apparently I was under the impression that they were just adding multiplayer, but apparently the update was bigger than that. Our opponent's taking his full-time sideboarding. There we go. Yes, I would like to play first. Yes, I would like to keep this. We need a couple forests, but I can't believe our opponent's playing this ridiculous 5 or 6 color deck. This thing looks absurd, but hopefully he stumbles on his mana this game and next game. Oh, if one of these islands was a forest, we'd be in great shape right now, because we'd have the Green Seeker out. He has his own Green Seeker? No. Well, that's sort of like Green Seeker. This is not fair. We shouldn't be stumbling on our mana when we're playing a 2-color deck. He's playing all 6 colors over there. If there were 8 colors in the game, he would be playing all 8 of them. and he has the Goreclaw turn 4 both games. How? It boggles the mind sometimes. Just my mind is boggled at what I'm seeing. What he can play a Dreadmaw here. He can play if he has a land, he can play Gasbark Twins. What is it, just going to be a Dreadmaw? Exclusion Mage. Fair enough. Bouncing our Green Seeker. I like it. How? This is bonkers, man. Like, inconceivable to me that he would have this sort of draw. Have spells in 3 different colors and the mana to play them all on the turns that they're supposed to be played. Okay, divination, so he's refueling his hand. We'll definitely trade here. That's an easy trade for us. Because we have a second one of those. Well, despite our opponent's ridiculous mana situation, I think we might actually be in kind of a good spot. I think here we just discard the Dwindle. He doesn't have any big creatures out yet. Here we attack, and I hope he double blocks with the Symbiote and the Exclusion Mage. That would be the best case scenario for us. Just a double block here. That's what he does. Nice. And then we play out our Gaspark Twins. Nice. So this game has sort of turned around until he has like Hieromancer's Cage or something for our Gaspark Twins. Sky Scanner. Alright. That's okay. Our opponent just has tons of like card draw is the issue. I guess that's why he figures he can make 4 colors work. We're going to keep that island in our hand. We're not going to show him that we have it. No blocks. So unless he has a bigger creature than our Gaspark Twins. Is this another divination? Tezzeret. Okay. So unfortunately we don't have enough damage to just kill the Tezzeret if he wants to throw all of his stuff in front of it. In front of our Gaspark Twins. So you just have to pass. I'm still going to attack the Tezzeret though. I can't imagine he just throws all 3 of his creatures in front of it. Yeah, he just does that. So Tezzeret goes down to 1. Maybe it was a consideration for just attacking him here. Put him to 4, but then he could make a Thopter next turn or just draw more cards. I don't want to give this guy too much time. So we'll just try and take out the Tezzeret here. Yeah, I don't want to give him too much time with the Tezzeret. Every turn that he has the Tezzeret out, it's just generating more value, and we don't want to get buried under that value. Alright, and if he just keeps drawing lands, we're fine with that. What's this? Licks Caress. Yep. Okay. I was afraid of that, but great. Got another land out of our deck. Now on our turn we draw a Disperse. Nice. Okay, and I think we attack Tezzeret here actually. He'll probably block with the Reassembling Skeleton. Yep. So our best draws here would be just creatures, any creatures in general. So like Hungering Hydra would be really good. Our third Vigilant Baloth would be great. Horizon Scholar would be really good. Horizon Scholar is probably the best draw for us actually because it scries 2 when it comes in. We'll see what he has here. Horizon Scholar. He's got a Horizon Scholar of his own. He's getting him for 1. This is not really going the way we hoped. He's just generated so much value with Tezzeret now that there's no, like, there's not really anything we can do. And he just has Reassembling Skeleton every turn to block it. Our only hope is that he doesn't play another creature here. And we can bounce the Reassembling Skeleton back to his hand. Highland Game. Not exactly the creature we were looking for. He can just hit us down to 4 here and play the Gaspark Twins. Yeah, Tezzeret's just... Tezzeret's a pretty good card. Alright, so we'll play on. So we've now lost 2 in a row after starting 5-0. Our fortune has not been good. I blame that one thud that guy drew. Threw us out of our rhythm. This hand's great. Oh yes. Alright, so we're playing against a very aggressive deck here, which is fine with me. We have Green Speaker turn 2. Turn 3 we have the Wind Mage. Only issue is our opponent might have like a Banefire, but not much we can do about Banefires. This turn, our turn, we'll just play the Green Seeker. Now he can't attack. We'll see what play he has on 3. Looks like nothing. Let me play out the Wind Mage. Yeah, I'm a little bit sick still. I'm doing better today than yesterday, and yesterday I was doing better than the day before. So I think tomorrow I'll be. Tomorrow I have to go back to work, so we'll see how I handle that. But I think by the weekend I should be all the way better. Which is good because I work all weekend. Gas Spark Twins, that's pretty good. Sucks that we didn't have a 4-drop. No, I haven't put Bailey's in my coffee yet. I haven't had coffee in the last 2 days, man. I haven't been drinking coffee while I've been sick because it dehydrates you. Which has been actually really tough for me. I actually took a nap the last couple days. Which I normally wouldn't be able to do because I drink so much coffee. Centaur Courser. Okay. Titanic Growth. I reckon we just play out our Bailoff. Dude, I have drank Bailey's from a shoe before. I didn't have too much fun. I've also been to a club where people wee on each other. And, some would describe me as a fuzzy little man peach. How do all these people have this Goreclaw card? That's what I want to know. Where are people getting this from? This is like our second opponent in a row that's had one. And that card's very good. We need a Rabid Bite here. Show me the Rabid Bite. That's not a Rabid Bite. Alright. We're just going to attack with our Bailoff here. Hopefully he double blocks. What are the chances he double blocks? Pretty close to 0, as I suspected. So now we play out our Oracle. Draw a card. Rabid Bite. Nope. I'm old Greg. The fact that he hasn't played some sort of huge creature yet. Never mind. Now he has played a huge creature. Wow. That's incredible. Alright, so we're definitely bringing in Plummet and Naturalize. Oh, and I even forgot to Green Speaker at the end of his turn. Because I was so taken aback by that ridiculous, prodigious growth. We do have one play here. We can just swing out, and if he doesn't block either of our things, we have lethal with Titanic Growth, of course. Alright. Now we have the Horizon Scholar. Dwindle. That's pretty good. And Rabid Bite. I think we want to put the Rabid Bite on top and then the dwindle after that. So now he's got some decisions. So if he doesn't play anything this turn, if he just attacks with the Sky Scanner, we win. I think we either block and, well, we can't block and Titanic Growth. So what we can do is chump block, and then we can Rabid Bite here, but that leaves us 1-1. We need some way to get rid of his 1-1. He's just got something huge here, though. Prodigious Growth on that. Okay. Oh, and they have Trample, too. I forgot about that. Oh, that's not good for us. Wait, it might be. He has 20 points of power, and we have 12 toughness. So we block here, we block there. Oh no, wait. We're just dead here, aren't we? That's 5. That'll be... That's 9. And then that doesn't kill him. Ugh. So if we can't just put everything in front of that. We have to block here, because that kills us. So 5, and then we can only block 8 of this. So we're just... Double Prodigious Growth. Naturalize and Plummet are coming in. The other Dwindle's coming in. Taking out a Highland game. A Thornhide Wolves. And I think we'll just rock 41 here. I don't want to take anything else out. That was very annoying. Prodigious Growth was the only card that got him out of that. It's a thud situation all over again. He had, no matter how we blocked, he had exactly 9 points of damage coming through. Very unfortunate. Yes, I would like to play first. That hand had 0 lands in it. This one has 1 land in it. Definitely putting that on the bottom. Alright, so we want to go land, land, land. Would be perfect for us. Just 4 lands in a row. He has the turn 1 motivator again. Okay. 2 lands. 1 more land and we can play our Armasaur. Oh god. That's a card we need. We have creatures with power 4 or more. Alright. We're on the board with the Armosaur. He has no turn 4 play. Interesting. Would be nice if we drew a land there. Like a blue, so we could play out the Wind Mage. What's he got here? Goreclaw? Nope. Thornhide Wolves. And he didn't want to give him Vigilance because we would get a card off of it. Makes sense. There we go. Nope, we don't want to concede yet. We probably will next turn, but not quite yet. I mean, 6-3 is fine, but when you start 5-0, it's just like, how do you win 5 games in a row and then lose 2 in a row? 2, 3, or 3 matches in a row even. It's just, it boggles the mind. Okay. We're not going to block that. We have a plummet for it, though. We're going to do this so we get an extra point of damage in with our Wind Mage. And then we're going to play out our Mystic Archaeologist. The issue is he's just drawn 2 cards. He's just going to outdraw us with this. Like, we need our Naturalize. Like, there's no way we erase him when he draws 2 cards a turn. It's just impossible. And now he's got the Dreadmaw. I guess we just take 6 from the Dreadmaw here. Well, that's what we're going to have to do. We need another land. That way we can go land and kill his Thornhide Wolf. Go land, Rabid Bite, kill the Thornhide Wolf. Or land, Baloth, Rabid Bite, targeting the Thornhide Wolf. Or we could, you know, just lose this turn. That's fine too. Well. Alright, so now we have to win, or else this whole thing was just a big waste of time. There are so many cards in this set that are just like gotcha cards. You have like Sleep, Prodigious Growth, Banefire, the Cleansing card that are just like, haha, gotcha, I win. Even like to a lesser extent, you even have like Trumpet Blast and like Inspired Charge that just like let you win out of nowhere for no reason. You could play poorly the whole game and still win just by like having one of these cards in your hand. at the end of the game. It's a little bit frustrating, but we're gonna try and win again. Thanks everybody for watching me and supporting the stream. If you enjoy watching Sealed Leagues, make sure to follow me on Twitch. I go live every evening around 10:30, and I rotate days. On the first day, I do build the deck, and I play Stage 1 of the Sealed League. On day 2, I play Stage 2 and 3, which is we're about to enter the third match of Stage 3, so we're nearing the end of this league. And that's pretty much the schedule. I try to stream every day as long as my schedule allows for it. Some nights I get home late from work and just want to sleep, so I don't stream, but those are very infrequent that I won't be streaming at 10:30. Looks like nobody wants to play with us. That's sad. $5,085 active players and not one of them wants to play against us. Yeah, elementary school because nobody wants to play with us. We're gonna drop out of the queue again when we get to 2 minutes and jump back in. All right. Hopefully we get matched up against somebody this time. I think this deck is very solid. I mean, we won 5 matches in a row, so we must be doing something correctly. Then again, we also did just lose 3 matches in a row, so I mean, who's really to say? We might have gotten lucky 5 times and gotten unlucky 3 times. But it is strange that it's all in a group. So the league before this, we started 0-3 and ended up 6-3. And this league, we started 5-0 and have now gone 0-3. So it seems like we win in streaks and lose in streaks, which is not good. Man. Is there like nobody online right now? Nobody who wants to play? I just gotta play one more match, man. One more match and then I can collect my winnings. This is getting ridiculous. Surely there's somebody out there playing right now who wants to play against us. This is almost 6 minutes total we've been in the trying to find an opponent. Oh, there we go. Now hopefully he joins. Yes. Okay. So we found someone to play Magic against. Alfie. I think we keep this. And hope to draw an island so we can play the Archaeologist on turn 2. And our opponent mulligans. So that's good for us. Opponent's playing black and he has no turn 1 play. Gift of Paradise, pretty good. That'll let us play our Drake at least. So if we draw a land next turn, we can play the Baloth. If not, we can go Archaeologist and Green Seeker, which is also a very strong play. We'll see what our opponent plays here. Sky Scanner. Okay. Not a land. So we're going to go 2 blue for the Archaeologist. Then we'll play the Green Seeker. And then next turn, if we draw a land, we can play the Baloth. Our opponent gets in for 1. We'll see if he has another play. Plague Mare. That's pretty good against our Archaeologist. Okay. Alright. There's an island. So we just play our Bailiff here. And pass the turn. And then at the end of his turn, we will look with our... Yeah, dude, I saw that, I saw they opened the Black Lotus in the Unlimited Rochester draft in the GP in China. Pretty cool. Everybody started going nuts. It was pretty awesome. Another Baloth on top. Hit you. I would think he sold it already. That's like, I don't even know how many dollars that is. Like 10 maybe? Because it was fresh out of the pack, so it's completely mint. Okay, so he just like traded 2 for 2. He traded a Plague Mare and a Baloth and for a Strangling Spores. Harpy. Definitely bringing in Plummet during sideboarding. That's a land. That's what we need. Another Snapping Drake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't play the Armasaur and the Snapping Drake. I think our best bet here is to play out the Armasaur. That way, if he wants to ever use the Ravenous Harpy's ability, he'll have to. We'll get a card from it. Wow, we won. I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it. And definitely bring in the Plummet. And we can take out a Highland game. And we'll submit like this. I'm curious why he conceded there. This hand looks strong as long as we can survive the early turns. Our opponent didn't seem particularly aggressive that game. Nice. Armasaur is very good against what we saw he had. So the Harpy and the Neonate, Armasaur is very good against those things. He has no turn 2 play. So we'll play out the island, leaving up Disperse. And we can get the tempo game going. As long as he doesn't play just like the Sky Scanner. Yeah, Courser, we will definitely disperse that. Actually, no. We won't. We have no need to. Because we can just block it with the Armasaur. No need to disperse there. It would set him back a turn, essentially, but he's attacking here. We just don't block. We don't want to risk him having a combat trick or like Strangling Spores or a Skeleton Archer. He doesn't do anything. Okay. I guess since we're not going to be blocking, we might as well get in for some damage. And pass. Epicure of Blood. Alright, and we just play out our Vigilant Baloth here. And pass. He's attacking with both, huh? Well, we have another Baloth next turn, so I don't see, even if he has a combat trick or something, I'm fine blocking here. And he probably does have a combat trick. Yep, Strangling Spores. That's fine. Child of Night. Play out our Baloth. And our opponent's down to 2 cards, and we have nothing but, like, good cards in our hand. So we'll see what he does here. No attacks, so that means that he doesn't have anything. Forest. Here we're going to attack with the Baloth. If he wants to double block, we'll just kill the Epicure of Blood and then play out our Gaspark Twins. Or we could even, if he double blocks, we could even yeah, I think what we do here actually is we just bounce his Courser. and then play out our snapping drake. And yeah, that'll die. We just play out our snapping drake. Alright. And we know our opponent has a Centaur Courser in hand and 3 other cards. So there's a Centaur Courser that we knew about. Ravenous Harpy, so that can get plummeted. We'll just attack like this. If he wants to block with the Ravenous Harpy and sacrifice one of his other creatures, we get a card, and plus we can plummet it in response. And I don't see us dying from 14 when he has nothing on the board, so we'll just play out the Gaspark Twins. And there's the concession. Alright, so all in all, at the end of it, we managed to get 220 play points, and that is in addition to the 30, I believe. Yeah, we got 30 on, we got 40 stage 1 and 30 in stage 2. So all in all, we got 290 play points, which is 50 more than what you need to play again. So we managed to get there and net 50 play points. And join me tomorrow night, and I'll start up a new league. We'll build a deck, and we'll play stage 1. Thank you everybody for following me and supporting me on Twitch. Thank you for your support on YouTube. These videos will be going up sometime in the near future. I'd like to shout out my partner channel, Derailed. Catch them on YouTube, and also they have a Podbean now, and support them on Patreon. They're a podcast that talks about magic and video games and movies and just general news of the world, and they're 3 of my 3 good buddies of mine. So definitely give them a shot. There should be a link to their channel in the description of my YouTube videos. And thank you for watching me, and join me tomorrow night.